Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Loving Little Learners. This video is going to show you guys exactly what I'm including inside of my home learning kits that I'm sending home to my students. These kits are going to be filled with supplies that are going to help my students have access to the materials that they need to develop certain skills. In kindergarten, we work a lot with fine motor in the beginning of the year, so to have these physical items with them will make a big, huge difference in their learning ability and their skill development. So I just wanted to take a second to show you guys what I'm including inside of my kits, and I'd also love to hear what you're including inside of your own kits, okay? So the first thing that I have are these little pockets. So these pockets are perfect for writing their names, practicing their names. I have their first name on the front, and then on the back you can just go ahead and put their last name. So if they're ready to work on their last name, all of that's there. You can also switch out these name sheets for just a blank white piece of paper, and these little pockets can double as a whiteboard because they're all dry erase friendly. You can write on them and erase them very, very easily, and they stay very, very clean. So that is a good resource to send home. To go along with that, I've also ordered these dry erase markers. I ordered the fat ones here, the thick lines for my students, especially in the beginning of the year. Having these big markers are really helpful, but I've also ordered a set of smaller, thin markers that look like this. So those will come in their packets and help them as well. I've also ordered some technology supplies that will help for their electronics that they're going to be using. I ordered them these stylus that I talked about in my DonorsChoose package that you guys can see about in my previous video about my DonorsChoose virtual learning kits. And I also ordered these little web camera covers that I'm going to send home so every student can put one of these over their iPads, and they can also go ahead and cover these up every time they're not using their camera for privacy and just student protection. Okay, so on top of those technology supplies, I also have ordered a lot of art supplies. We're in kindergarten. We love coloring and drawing. So I've included a box of crayons, colored pencils, scented markers. These are really fun. Every student loves a good scented marker. So these are found on Amazon. And a pack of 20 pencils. They should not run out anytime soon. I've also included 3 erasers in each of their packets. They're just Southwest eraser, pink erasers. Super easy. And they're each going to get, I believe, 3 glue sticks. I've ordered a couple of these packs, and I'm just going to divide them up amongst my class. As with fine motor, they need to learn how to use scissors correctly along with pencils and other objects. So I've ordered them each a pair of scissors that they're going to get in their kits. And these ones are really cool because they come with a little cover to put on the top of the blade, or the blade. Along with their dry erase pockets that I showed you earlier, I ordered them these erasers, and these are actually really cool because they're magnetic. You can also find these on Amazon, and I'll link all of this below in the description box so you guys can see exactly what it is I ordered. These primary journals are so cool. I am really big on writing, and I love to see the development of their writing throughout the year. So I ordered these primary journals that have the big writing lines for my kinders. They're perfect. I think they say grades K through 2. And they have the big lines inside of them, but they also have space for them to draw. So they can add an illustration to go along with each of their writings. And so I think that's really cool. I've also ordered these little folders to kind of house any loose papers that I'm including. And I'm including these scissor practice worksheets where they're practicing cutting with their new pair of scissors. So that's really going to be helpful with those developmental skills that they're going to get. I'm sending home 20 of these cubes. They're going to be 5 of each color. You can order a pack of these on Amazon as well. And I think I'm going to do 5 of each color. It's going to help with practice, help them practice counting. And if we're still in this remote learning, this is going to be helpful when it comes to adding and subtracting as well. So 4 different colors, 5 of each. I've also printed these flashcards, these letter flashcards. We do foundations at our school, so they have the entire set of foundations flashcards that they can practice with at home and follow along with us during our lessons. So I thought that was really cool. I just quickly laminated them, and they're ready to go for my students. And then the last thing that I'm sending home is this writing journal. This writing journal is really, really fun. I've actually made this myself. It's on my Teachers Pay Teachers account, but last year is the first year that I had ever used this journal. And last year I was honestly so amazed by my students' writing ability by the end of the year. So this journal is cool because it progresses throughout the year with your student. It starts on alphabet, just letters, practicing writing their letters. There's an all about me page. Let me just show you. So an alphabet page, and then the next pages that follow along have to do with their letter formation. And then it goes into their sight words. From their sight words, they start to learn their CVC words. After that, so they have a whole CVC word section as well that they can practice writing sentences using both their sight words and CVC words. So it kind of just grows and moves along with them. And then the last section is going to be sentence and story writing. And this one's really cool because it comes along with a checklist for them to look at. So they have to make sure that their sentences start with uppercase letters, finger spaces, punctuations, and they have to read it to themselves. On every page, you can also see that there's that same rubric and checklist on the bottom. So it's really helpful. By the end of the year, my students were filling up this entire page in kindergarten. So I was really, really proud of them. And I want to, again, use it this year. So I'm sending it home first thing so that regardless if we stay in remote learning or if we come into the classroom, they have that from the beginning of the year, and then they can keep it as a portfolio to show their progression throughout the year. So that's a really fun item. All of these items were not purchased directly by me. They were actually purchased through my DonorsChoose account, which is amazing. It's fulfilled all by donations, and they have matches all the time. So if you haven't yet, I would go check out my last video that talks about DonorsChoose. There's also a link to get a referral code there to get $25 off on your first project. So that's awesome to get you guys started. And all of these items that I found through DonorsChoose, I found on Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and link those links to Amazon directly in this description box. And you guys can literally just click on it and build the same exact home learning kit that I'm building. Along with your home learning kit, I would recommend to kind of like just leave a newsletter type of note where it's talking about your classroom, welcoming your parents, and then showing them how to use all of these different supplies that you're including in your home learning kit. Okay, so my lights just went off on me. That means it's time to go home. The day's over. So I hope that you guys subscribe to my channel, Loving Little Learners, and I hope to see you guys for the next video.